SIRTOBAmedia, where the struggle is real to be awesome.
I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. Trust I'm coming up for that top spot, coming up for that throne. Trust I'm coming up for that drop top, cool sitting on.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Grind. I am your host, Korrey, and we are here to talk about all things WWE. You can catch The Grind every single Saturday, normally at 4 p.m. Eastern, right here on SIRTOBAmedia's YouTube channel, SIRTOBA Media, where the struggle is real to be awesome each and every day. Catch The Grind every single Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, except for today, because today's episode will be airing live at 12 p.m. Eastern. That's right, 12 p.m. Eastern is when you are seeing this, because what we're talking about today starts at 1 p.m. Eastern. So I want to make sure we got my predictions out before this show actually jumps off. But you can catch The Grind on many other social media platforms. Those platforms will be available for you to see at the end of today's episode. Now, let's get into what we got for today.
If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again.
It is the Night of Champions PLE over in Saudi Arabia today, live at 1 p.m. Eastern for all of us to see, and the card looks pretty good. So today's episode of The Grind, we're going to be talking about my thoughts, my predictions around Night of Champions. And during this episode, I mean, even right now, it's available right now. Go down to the comment section. Talk about what is your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen? Will there be any surprises during the Night of Champions PLE? So we got 6 matches to get through. Let's get started. All right, first match we're going to talk about is Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm here for it. I like it. And there's a reason why I do like it is because WWE, since Raquel has came back from her long hiatus, yeah, she's been tag team champ. She's been with Judgment Day, basically beside Liv Morgan. But this is establishing Raquel back into that star status that she was starting to ascend to when she was called up from NXT into the main roster. And I mean, we just forget that this girl is a certified dog. Like, I mean, I didn't mean to say this girl. I meant this woman. I want to make sure I show some respect. This woman is a certified dog. And I think that with the spot that they had on Monday night, where she put Rhea Ripley to the table with that nice Tejada bomb, really elevated her a little bit as a threat. And not always just seemingly like, charge and, just run off on Rhea Ripley or whatever like that. Like, Rhea Ripley is the Terrifier. Rhea Ripley is a major fan of Terrifier. But, like, she just is this ghost that she can't get away from. And I think it made Raquel look a lot weaker than which she should be. And I think this is a great way of establishing her. Now, Rhea Ripley is very, very, very popular worldwide. So I would be a fool to pick against Rhea Ripley. But I will tell you right now, in my heart of hearts, in my mind, I really, really want Raquel to win, to reestablish her. Liv is going to be out for the next 3 to 4 months. I'm pretty sure they're going to probably strip those women's tag team championships from them. Or it's going to be a situation where her and Roxanne Perez kind of carry it on. But Liv just got back from shooting a movie or something like that, and now she's gone again. So they got to do with the women's tag team championships. And I'm just saying, like, it's been my complaint for a while now with these women's tag team championships. They revamped or refurbished all the other titles except for those tag titles. And I just feel like it's just thrown by the wayside. Just like they did with the women's mid card titles. Like, I don't understand why they continue to put this energy into it, exert some things into it, and then don't carry it forward. I don't get it. But as it pertains to this match, Rhea Ripley is more popular worldwide. So in my brain, I'm choosing Rhea Ripley to win, but in my heart, I really feel like Raquel needs this to reestablish her as a dominant force on that women's roster. She could be a world champion. Yes, she can. Raquel Rodriguez can be a world champion if built correctly. So my pick for this match, in my brain, Rhea Ripley, but in my heart, Raquel. Next match we have on the card is one that I'm actually really, really looking forward to. And that is Sami Zayn. And no disrespect to Sami, but we are finally getting Karrion freaking Kross on a PLE. And it's real just suspect of me, suspect of the situation, should I say, that he's getting thrown onto a PLE near the end of his contract. So, Karrion Kross is a captivating figure. Karrion Kross is world championship material. Point blank, period. Argue with yourself. Get a mirror. Sit down. Look at yourself. Argue with yourself, because I'm not about to argue with you. I'll tell you that right now. Karrion Kross is a world champion kind of player and should be in that picture. That's neither here nor there. But when it comes to this match, there has been interactions with Sami and Kross for weeks, really months now, I think. And, Kross is basically trying to get Sami to embrace that dark side, as he has with many other people, i.e. probably the main ones that stand out is New Day. But, I mean, they're world tag team champions right now. So, I mean, did Kross say anything wrong? I don't know. But when it comes to Sami Zayn, he's trying to get Sami to understand that he's going to embrace a side that he really doesn't want to embrace in order to be world champion. But Kross, man, like this past Monday on Raw, got socked by Sami. Sami said that he finally got the match official, and now here we are. Sami Zayn, every time they have these international events, especially in the Middle East with Saudi Arabia, Sami normally goes. He normally performs. He is very, very popular in that area. So logically, again, just like the last match, I should be picking Sami to win, but I'm gonna go with my bias. I really, really want Kross to win. Kross needs this win on a major platform. And I really want to see the crowd put Kross over. I really, really, really do. I want to see them put Kross over, and just like they do over here in America. Every time they see him, like, he gets a big pop. I want to see him get a big pop over in Saudi, and I wanted to see him get major, major support. Kross deserves to be in this spotlight. Kross needs to be put in better spotlights. He could be in the mid-card scene. I don't care. He needs to be in more impactful storylines. He needs to be on the front of the screen a lot more than what he is. He needs to be wrestling a lot more than what he is, unless there's something going on with him that we don't know. And he seems to be a pretty open book to me. So I'm pretty sure we would know if something was going on with Kross. But especially before the dirt sheets get it out. So I'm not sure what is going on, but I really, really hope Karrion Kross wins, and Karrion Kross will be my pick for this match. Next match we have on the card should be a very, very good match, possibly contending for match of the night. And that would be Solo Sikoa versus Mr. All Gas, No Breaks with it, Jacob. 2 for the United States Championship. And I think a lot of people forget that Solo is a dog in that ring. He does a lot of the emoting and stuff like that. He really, really grabs people's attention during the Money in the Bank ladder match earlier this month. But Solo can go. And I think that these two men, will go at it right here in this ring. I'm not going to say the other stuff the guys be like, where they talk about bigger guys going against each other. I'm not going to do it here. No. We just gonna say they're two great athletes. That's about it. We just gonna say they're two great athletes. We're not gonna get into all those descriptions that they say about two big dudes that are sweaty and fighting in the ring. Like, we're not doing that. Y'all need to stop that mess. Stop that mess. But we're gonna have two wild Samoans, basically, no pun intended, out there in the ring doing their thing. I think it should be a very great match. It could be in contention for match of the night. Solo, as much as he hated Roman and was manipulated by Roman and hated that by Roman, he did the same thing to Jacob and the others, the Tongans, when he brought them in. And I think it has done nothing but, backfire on him very quickly, faster than Roman did. And I think it's more so because of his lack of success as the quote-unquote faux tribal chief. So he got JC Mateo in his corner now. I don't I got my thoughts about that, but whatever. But we're going to see what this match unfolds. I'm expecting a lot of heavy hitting, a lot of great shots, but all in all, I see Jacob Fatu retaining that United States Championship against Solo, and they carrying their beef on into the biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam. Now on to the Queen of the Ring finals. You're welcome. Anyways, so the Queen of the Ring finals will be pitted against Jade Cargill and Asuka. And between these two ladies, it's been hard for me to make a decision on who is going to win. I'll be honest with you, because I can see both of them winning. And the person that wins gets that title shot at the SummerSlam PLE, which makes me feel like Jade Cargill is going to win to set up a match between her and Tiffy, two really strong names right now in the women's division, to where Naomi is going to cash in at SummerSlam. Now, I need to do my research, but I do not remember someone being cashed in on the SummerSlam PLE. And here's the thing as well, is that SummerSlam, for the first time in its history, will be a 2-night show. So they're going to have some tricks and some things up their sleeve to really get the show off, to really get the show to be memorable. And I think a cash in is going to happen. I think the cash in is going to be by Naomi against, said Jade or Tiffany. Tiffany may retain against Jade, and then Naomi cashes in. So for this purpose, I think Jade Cargill is going to win. I think she's going to move on to SummerSlam to take on, and it's going to be a blockbuster type of match. That is a, Cargill, Stratton, and we'll see what this looks like, moving forward. It could be where Naomi cashes in early, and then it's Naomi versus Cargill for the title at SummerSlam. Who knows? But as far as the Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill will be your. You like that? Coming to America rappers.
She's your queen to be.
Yeah. All right, King of the Ring finals between Codyrhodes and Randy Orton. 2 years in a row, Randy Orton is in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. And you're gonna sit here and tell me that he's not gonna win? I just don't see it, y'all. I don't see it. It reads tomfoolery all over it. I ain't gonna lie to you. It reads tomfoolery all over it. So are we gonna get Cena and Randy too at SummerSlam? This match was probably the roughest match that I was thinking that would make a decision over and whatnot. We can't have a disqualification because you got to have a winner for the King of the Ring tournament. But you can see somebody getting involved, i.e. Mr. Cena getting involved and either attacking Rhodes or attacking Orton and kind of making that match invalid to where like Orton kind of like the Cena story playing over again, you know? Like when Cena at Elimination Chamber told CM Punk he's sorry, he took advantage of CM Punk because of the attack by Seth. You know, what if it's a similar thing? He attacks Rhodes, and then Randy is like, I'm sorry, Cody, but I mean, it's all about his 15th world title. And, you know, he pins Cody to win King of the Ring. It makes a lot of sense. And then at that point, Cody's gripe is going to be, well, I was screwed out of my opportunity, and I want my opportunity. And then it turns into a triple threat match at SummerSlam. We could see Cody versus Cena versus Orton at SummerSlam this year. And I'll be honest with you, I'm here for it. I wouldn't mind it. I would not mind it at all. I mean, you can even see Punk getting inserted in there, and then we have a fatal four-way for it. Cena versus Rhodes versus Punk versus Orton at SummerSlam? Oh, yeah. Give it to me. Bring it here. Bring it here. So, with the King of the Ring tournament, I cannot see Randy Orton going into the finals 2 years in a row and losing. I just don't see it. So I am choosing Randall Keith Orton to be the King of the Ring this year. And hopefully he won't start doing the King Booker type of ordeal. Yo, I need some help. But Randy Orton will be this year's King of the Ring due to some shenanigans I'm believing from Cena. And speaking of said Mr. Cena, we are going to finally run it back between John Cena, the WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Champion, versus CM Punk, Night of Champions. And this has been fun. It's been a lot of barbs back and forth. It's been a lot of flashback looks at how Punk, you know, even recently as Friday Night SmackDown came out as CM or Punkonomics, the doctor, I don't remember, but he came out to John Cena's Word Life and act like he was the doctor of Thugonomics, which was Punk Life. That's what it was, Punk Life. And it was kind of hilarious. He came out, tried to spit some bars or whatever. I mean, you know, I could see if people say, you know, it's kind of cringy. You know, it was a little, it didn't really hit hard. I'll put it that way. It ain't really hit hard. But, you know, he made his point, though. It got into the head of John Cena playing mind games and whatnot. But with this match between these two, Punk has been pretty good since he's been back. In the ring, he still can go. At first, you can kind of tell he was getting winded in matches pretty early, but it seems like he kind of got his groove back. He's been telling excellent stories since he's been back, with Drew, with Seth, and with Roman being involved, etc. Like, he's just been very, very notable and very impactful since his return to WWE. And John Cena, you know, he's just starting, I think he's starting to hit this rising climax for his retirement tour here. Because it was trash. I ain't gonna lie. Matter of fact, hold on.
A few moments later.
Yeah, and so far his retirement tour has been this trash. Get in there. I ain't like it. No. Until he dropped that pipe bomb. And when he dropped that pipe bomb, his version of it, and told his truths. This is when the interest starts picking up, and it's like, okay, all right, like we see where you going here. We see where you going. And then this week, CM Punk follows it up with being with the Word Life thing. Now, the match itself, it's going to be yet to be determined, I guess you can say, because I don't know if it's going to be as smooth and cool of a technical match that we are expecting from them based off of their past. They are a lot older, so we got to give them some grace. But the calling the spot stuff and all that, please don't do that this match. I know I say that almost every time I do these predictions, but please don't call the spots. Y'all have enough chemistry with each other over 20 years to get this thing together, okay? So, do I think CM Punk is going to walk away WWE champion? No, I do not, unfortunately. Which goes back into the theory I had for the last prediction of the match between Cody and Randy. I think he's going to get inserted into a major match for SummerSlam. I see him either being in a fatal four-way for that WWE Championship, or he's going to challenge Gunther for that World Heavyweight Championship and possibly win it at SummerSlam. But at some point, we got to put a world title on CM Punk. We got to. He's too over. He still can go. And like his notoriety is helping the business elevate even more. But as it pertains to this match, John Cena versus CM Punk for the undisputed WWE Championship in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions, John Cena finds a way to fickle his way into a win and continues to be the dirt devil, dirt bag piece of trash that he's been this entire 2025 so far. John Cena retains the WWE Championship. All right, and that'll be it for me, guys. That is my predictions for today's Night of Champions PLE. Few things before we get up out of here. Number one, follow SIRTOBAmedia on all social media platforms. SIRTOBA Media on all social media platforms. You can catch the grind normally every single Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern right here on SIRTOBA. But because Night of Champions starts at 1 p.m., we dropping in a little early today. So with that being said, thank you all for taking the time to watch this episode of The Grind, episode 36. Please, I want to hear from you. What are your predictions for tonight's show or today's show? Because it'll be at 1 p.m. for us, depending on where you are in the world. Let me put it that way. But what are your predictions? Drop them in the comments down below. Also, in the comments down below, please feel free to share your thoughts about what you want to see. What kind of topics would you like me to tackle? Do you have a question that you would like me to expound on? I'm looking for you to help me, so that way we can continue to make great content together, and I continue to make content that you all want to see. So with that being said, stay true to what you do, stay true to why you do, and always, always, always stay true to you. And while you're staying true to you, getting right is never done. So stay on your grind. It'll be done in time, but stay on it. All right, y'all. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Be safe. I'll see you all next week. Peace.
I push that weight to get that goal, but I don't break 'cause I'm in love.